Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our channel once again. The country is in somber mood and the country is waiting for the president to address the nation. Earlier today, military chopper carrying 8 senior military officials, including the Chief of Defense Forces, crashed. And this is what the Daily Nation updated over that crash. A Kenya Defense Force helicopter has crashed and caught fire in Sindar area on the border of West Pokot and Elgeyo Marakwet counties. The chopper was carrying Chief of Defense Forces, Francis Ogolla. According to the police, 5 occupants of the chopper have died. 5 have died, while 3 have survived. The 3 survivors have been airlifted by a second KDF aircraft. Elgeyo Marakwet County Commandant Peter Mulinge confirmed the incident. Now let me take you to Twitter because most people are asking about the whereabouts of Francis Ogolla and a lot of stories are being speculated online. But let us stick with what we know. Let me just read for you another story because as we speak, William Ruto has called for emergency security chiefs meeting after that particular crash. Let me just brief you again about what happened. According to the Nation has established that the Kenya Defense Force helicopter carrying Chief of Defense Force Francis Ogolla, which crashed, was coming from a peace mission in West Pokot. The chopper crashed in Sindar area on the border of West Pokot and Elgeyo Marakwet counties, killing 5. 8 people on board had taken off from Cheptulel Boys Secondary School in Sigor constituency, West Pokot, where KDF is reconstructing schools affected by banditry. The construction efforts follows William Ruto's order to the military last week to rebuild schools affected by banditry in Chesogon area, which means Ogolla and the team went for a mission in that school which the KDF is working on. They had completed their mission there, and now when they were leaving is when the chopper crashed. Let me now answer the question which most of you have been asking me about whether Ogolla is dead or not. According to what Mike Sonko has updated, because Mike Sonko is a former governor, probably has more intelligence than I do, this is what he's updated. Confirmed dead: General Ogolla, Brigadier Said, Colonel Keitany, Captain Sora, Sergeant Omondi, Captain Litali, Sergeant Nyawira, and Colonel Sawe. So those are the people who have crashed dead. And those are the people who have been confirmed dead. 8. So which means everybody who was on board in that military chopper died. The truth of the matter is that the story about 5 or 3 being surviving was just to manage the speculation so that you won't know who is dead. And Sonko has actually even shared an image of one of the people who have died. This is Captain Mohammed Karo Sora from Helu, who was the pilot filing Chief of Defense Forces Ogolla and other military heads on the fateful helicopter that claimed several souls. May his soul rest in peace. So the truth is several other individuals have been confirmed. Is Ogolla alive or dead? We'll wait for the official announcement from none other than President William Ruto himself. But of course, we can gather information online. Let me just take you through what Colonel Ogolla's daughter has just posted. This is what the daughter posted a few hours after this incident. This is what the daughter posted. The daughter is called Lorna A. Omondi Ogolla. My father, pursuer of excellence, most empathetic and effective leader and statesman, just went down in chopper crash in West Pokot, doing what he did best for the better part of the last 40 years, trying to keep Kenya safe. One day I shall tell beautiful stories of how he taught with his actions and not with his sword. But today I rush home to send him off to the great beyond. So which means Ogolla is one of the individuals who have passed on. And one man called Nyakundi has been updating the country of all these happenings. In fact, most people are now saying that Nyakundi is even more effective than the rest. And this is what Nyakundi has been telling us just a few minutes ago. Nyakundi is telling us that President Ruto convenes urgent National Security Council meeting. State House Hussein Mohammed has also confirmed that. And according to the information available, Ogolla Nyakundi is also saying here that bodies of those who perished in the accident, including that of Ogolla, arrived in Nairobi 30 minutes ago, which is likely now one and a half hours ago, after they were flown there. So which means Ogolla is also one of the people who have perished in that accident. So because it's a very sensitive issue and because it's the president who will be able to address the nation, and from there the nation will be able to move to the next level, the only thing we can do at this stage is to pray with the family, to pray for the family, and also as a country we must also unite together. I've gone through the comments of most of the Luos and they feel that okay, they're being targeted. I don't think this accident, because based on the number of people here, I don't think it targeted the Luos only. And of course, these are all senior military officials. Accidents do happen. And if someone planned something here, Kenyans will be able to know. But let us wait for the report, and also let's wait for the update by the president, because I know for sure that this is going to be big. You know, the president cannot just announce this the way people expect. Families will have to be notified, and I want to assume that the family of Ogolla have already notified them. The family of Ogolla probably they have been notified, and that's why the daughter made that statement. So let us wait for the president. So a lot of things are going to happen, but I think let us just wait for the president to. Let me just read for you, for example, what someone is posting on my WhatsApp. It's a guy from the US. Is saying, "Good evening, Mr. Lee. Do you think that Ogolla accident was planned? And can it be also a coincidence that the issue of fake certificates brought up earlier in the day have connections in making hard decisions on breaking military protocol of Tonje?" Okay, so right now so many things will be said. Yeah, so many things will be said. There's a guy here who has updated something which is also very interesting. General Ogolla's PA is Major General David Kipkemboi Keter. My first instinct was to check if he was accompanying the boss. You see, a full general does not travel with a delegation where the next rank is less than Major General, because his own assistant are Major General. Besides, general don't die in chopper crashes. The intelligence, mechanical support, and logistical preparation that goes into CDF's travel is similar to the president. The finest aircraft, the latest instruments, up-to-date weather reports, real-time ground sit reps accompany CDF's travel. If you accept that the CDF, who is also the finest fighter pilot in the history of the Kenyan military, can just crash from the sky in a chopper, you will accept that even the president can. Meanwhile, all former generals except Mulenge, all alive and healthy. Mohammed, Tonje, Kibwana, Karangi, Kianga, Karangi, Mwadade, and Kibochi live well and healthy lives. No Kenya general has ever died in office, and only one has died after retirement. It is very difficult for those folks to die, yet many of them in combat have encountered close calls and lived to tell the tale. Generals don't just die, except the Luo who broke the treble glass ceiling and made people very uncomfortable. So I know so many stories are going to come up, but for now, let us pray for the family as we wait for the president to address the nation on this particular issue. Until that time, this is Makwiny.